caught in the crossfire. Caught in the
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Keith and I post videos here on this YouTube channel about personal finance, saving money and investing, and just overall just sharing information with you guys that will help you build wealth for yourself and your families. So if you like videos like that, be sure to find that red subscribe button on the bottom right side of your screen. Give that red subscribe button a quick tap for me. Also find that bell icon, give that icon a tap for me, select all, so that way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. All right, you guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my investing strategy. So exactly how I go about selecting investments for myself and my family to build wealth for us. So let's go ahead, be sure we smash that like button. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, you guys, so when it comes to my investing strategy, I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel when it comes to increasing my net worth and just overall building wealth for myself and my family. What I'm looking to do is to simply take my money and invest it for myself and my family, like I said, and just overall just increase our net worth and help us build wealth for ourselves. So when I invest my money, I'm not looking to try to find the, the most newest, most hyped up, most speculative investment in hopes of gaining a very large return. I like knowing that when I put out my money that I'm going to get a very constant, very consistent, very proven type of return. And I do that by looking at the asset classes and investments that those who became millionaires and those who became billionaires and those people who ultimately had great financial success when it comes to investing by investing in certain, asset classes. So if it worked for those people and they've built wealth for themselves and they've increased their net worth, and they've ultimately have had success, well, then I don't need to look for another road for success. I could just follow that proven path. So there is particular asset classes that have proven this, this road to success for these people. And then, like I said, it's worked for them. So I know it will work as well for me. So that's what we're going to discuss right now. Exactly the asset classes that I invest my money behind. All right. Can you guys tell me, make your guess down in the comment section below in this video. Can you guess what asset class has created the most millionaires? Well, I'll give you guys a second to head down to the comment section below, make your guess, and let's see if you get it right. Also comment down below and let me know if you got it right. So the number one asset class that has created the most millionaires outside of starting your own business is individuals who have invested in real estate. So if this particular asset class, real estate, has created the most millionaires, helped people become millionaires, and helped them do it very quickly, well then, it's no secret that investing into real estate is one of my favorite asset classes to invest money in. And then also the second investment asset class that I like to, invest my money into is the stock market overall. And no, I don't invest into index funds. Like, that's just not the way that I get down. That's not what I do. There's nothing wrong with that. If an individual wants to invest in index funds or ETFs, I get it. Like, that's a very good, safe, conservative way to invest, but it's just not what I do. It's not my strategy. But anyways, besides that, that's besides the point. So yes, I do love investing into the stock market. And the reason why is because, again, when I look at the track history of millionaires and, very successful, people that are very successful in the financial world, they are both heavily invested into real estate, and then they are also very heavily invested in the financial markets, in the stock market. So again, like I mentioned earlier on in this video, I don't need, to try to look for or to create my own path to be able to build wealth. I realize, like, hey, there's a proven road, a proven path of success, and I'm going to follow that path. So that's why this is my investing strategy. My investing strategy is to basically mimic the same type of investments and asset classes that these other millionaires and billionaires, because these millionaires have gone on to become billionaires by continually investing in these particular asset classes. They invest in real estate and they invest in stocks. And like I said, I don't do the thing of like investing into index funds to try to build wealth for myself. I select individual stocks, and I'm going to be posting a video here soon revealing to you guys exactly what individual stocks I'm personally invested to. So again, if you didn't subscribe to the channel earlier, now's a really good time to go ahead and take care of that. Find that red subscribe button, tap that red subscribe button, so that way you'll be notified when I upload that video, as well as all the future content on this channel, because you're not going to want to miss it. But Yes, so that's exactly the asset classes that I invest my money behind for myself and my family is real estate, because again, investing in real estate is going to be one of the most fastest ways for you to increase your net worth and build wealth for yourself. And then at the same time, also investing into the stock market, because when you invest into the stock market, it requires very little, really, like, there's really no work. Once you've done the research of the individual stocks that you want to be invested into and you purchase those shares, there's really no more work to do outside of that. All you have to do once you've, decided what individual stocks that you want to be invested into and these businesses, then all you have to basically do is just sit back and let these businesses execute their game plan. And then over time, as they execute their game plan and they, expand the business, they grow the business, they become more profitable, they offer more services and things like that, then basically the price of those individual stocks that you own is going to go up over time. And that means the stock holdings that you own into their businesses and into their stocks is going to grow as well over time. And that's going to help you grow your net worth and build wealth for yourself. And it doesn't really require like almost any work on your end. So that's why investing into stocks is one of my favorite, asset classes and investments that I like to invest my money into to build wealth for myself again, and just overall increase my net worth. All right, you guys. So now I just want to let you guys know specifically just a little more about what type of things I look for into each one of these asset classes before I go ahead and invest my money into those asset classes. So now specifically when it comes to investing in real estate, I'll let you guys know that I specifically like to look for and invest into single family homes. So homes that are just, like your basic 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom home. Nothing like, nothing really smaller than that, nothing really bigger than that. I just like your basic home, that a family can move into. So I look to just buy that, single family home with as little of out-of-pocket money as possible, so I don't look to try to put down any like extra money beyond what the lender is going to ask me to put down. So I'm looking to put the minimum down payment. And then once I've purchased that, single family home, then I look to put a tenant in it. So I find someone, I put that property up for rent, and then I rent that property out to someone. And I don't mind if I break even on the rent in the beginning, because over time, eventually the rent will, the rent prices will go up over time. And then, later on at some point, I will eventually raise the rent up to that going rate. And then I will start making money on a month-to-month basis. But I'm not investing into the real estate truly for that month-to-month income. I'm invested into the real estate for the ultimate, price appreciation. So as that tenant is there living at the property, they're going to be paying down my loan over time, because month to month they're making that mortgage payment, and then so they're paying down my loan. So they're essentially creating, that amount of worth, they're increasing my net worth by that much every single month when they pay down the loan. And then at the same time, the property is going up in value over time. And that is the reason why I invest in real estate, because the property is going to become worth more. And then over time, I'll be able, rent rates will rise, and then I'll be able to make a little money extra month to month. And then I also will just take that rental income and then invest that back into either more real estate or to even sometimes into more stocks. But that is like particularly my investing strategy when it comes to investing in real estate. I find single family homes that are very basic, that don't involve or require, this is huge, that don't involve or require any significant or major repairs. I'm just looking for basic things like, maybe it needs carpet, maybe it needs paint, maybe the yard needs to be landscaped, things like that. It basically that the property just needs a little bit of TLC. I come in, buy it for very little, as little of out-of-pocket expense as possible. And then I just, at that point, now I control, ownership of that property. I place a tenant in that property, and then I just look to put a long-term tenant in there. I'm not looking, to try to charge max rent or anything like that. I would much rather put a tenant in there that's going to be a very good tenant, that's going to take care of my property, because that's going to benefit me. The better tenant, then the less problems for me. And as long as that tenant is willing to just take care of the property for me, then I do not increase the rent on my tenant. And I always get 30-year fixed rate loans on these single family, investment properties that I get. And like I'm in no rush whatsoever to pay those properties off sooner than the 30 years. I just let the tenant pay, the mortgage each and every month. And then after the 30 years is up on that loan, well, then that property is going to be paid in full, and then at that point it's still going to be a rental property because I have no desire to sell it. And then at that point I would just essentially get whatever the rent is at that time completely free and clear to me. So that's my investing, strategy when it comes to investing in real estate. That's what I look for. That's what, I typically invest in, and I really just stick to that and don't go outside of that. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about my investing strategy when it comes to investing into the stock market. So when I invest in the stock market, I like to buy shares of individual stocks. Now, the particular type of individual stocks that I look at investing at is I like to be invested and make investments into individual stocks of businesses that have a very great product or service to offer. Now, whether they're offering that product to, the direct consumer, or they're offering that product or service to other businesses. But nevertheless, they could have a great product or service right now, but I like to invest into businesses that I know not only have a great product now, but that the outlook and the growth going forward for that business and the products or services that they offer, that product and service is just expected to, the demand for that product is going to grow over time with the business. And as this company, also, I like to look at businesses and stocks that are investing heavily in research and development, because a company that's not looking to, find new ways to become profitable, or new, businesses to invest into, or new services and things to offer, is essentially going to become stagnant and die. So I like to be invested into companies that are focused on growing themselves as a business, because as they grow, that means my holdings as the investor are going to increase as well. And that's the whole point of why I'm invested into these businesses. So I look for companies that are focused very heavily on, growing and expanding and just looking at more ways to make money and become profitable. And these are the types of businesses that I like to be invested in. I invest for growth. I don't invest for dividends or, income. All right, so now you guys know exactly the asset classes that I like to invest my money into. You guys know that I like to invest my money into real estate. And you guys know that I like to invest my money into individual stocks. You guys know that I like to invest my money into single family homes. And you guys know the particular type of individual stocks that I like to invest into within the stock market. I like growth stocks. I like companies that are focused on growing, not dividends, not income. Now, I know you guys enjoyed this video because obviously you're still watching. So if you want to see another really great video focused on, either saving money, investing, just helping you increase your net worth, and just overall helping you improve your financial life, click this video right here on the screen, and YouTube is going to show you the very best video for you.